The Quran, a book revealed over 1,400 years ago, yet even today its verses continue to inspire, guide, and astonish both believers and skeptics alike. How is it possible that a scripture from the 7th century contains knowledge that modern science has only recently discovered? How could its linguistic perfection remain unmatched, even by the most eloquent Arabic poets? And how does it hold historical truths that were unknown at the time of its revelation? Is the Quran merely a religious book, or is it something more, something beyond human capability? Join us as we explore the miraculous nature of the Quran, diving deep into its scientific wonders, its linguistic perfection, and its astonishing historical accuracy. 1. The scientific miracles of the Quran. Centuries before the advent of telescopes, microscopes, or even the scientific method, the Quran revealed profound truths about the universe, biology, and the natural world. Let's begin with one of the most fascinating fields, embryology. In Surah Al-Alaq 96:2, the Quran states, "We created man from a clinging clot." Modern science confirms that in its early stages, the human embryo does in fact resemble a leech-like clot attached to the uterine wall. But how could someone in the 7th century, with no knowledge of microscopes or biology, describe this so accurately? Consider another verse, Surah Al-Mu'minun 23:12-14, which details the precise stages of human development, from a sperm drop to a clinging clot to a lump of flesh, and finally into bones and flesh. This description remarkably aligns with what embryologists have confirmed today. The Quran also speaks of the mysteries of the deep ocean, places so dark that even modern submarines struggle to reach them. In Surah An-Nur 24:40, the Quran describes a place in the ocean where darkness upon darkness exists, where a person can barely see his own hand. Scientists now know that at certain depths, sunlight cannot penetrate, and the ocean becomes completely dark, a fact unknown to humanity at the time of revelation. And what about the universe? In Surah Ad-Dariyat 51:47, the Quran states, "And we have built the universe with power, and indeed we are expanding it." It wasn't until the 20th century that Edwin Hubble's research confirmed that the universe is indeed expanding, something the Quran described over a millennium earlier. 2. The linguistic miracles of the Quran. Beyond science, the Quran possesses a miracle that no other book in history has matched: its linguistic perfection. The Quran is neither poetry nor prose, yet it maintains a unique rhythm and eloquence that captivates listeners. In the 7th century, Arabic poetry was at its peak, with poets competing in literary excellence. Yet even the most gifted poets of the time were left in awe by the Quran's style. The Quran itself presents a challenge to humanity, saying in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:23, "And if you are in doubt about what we have revealed, then produce a chapter like it." Despite this challenge, no one, across 14 centuries, has been able to replicate the Quran's linguistic style, structure, and depth of meaning. One of the most astonishing aspects of the Quran's language is how it maintains perfect symmetry and balance. Words are repeated in exact proportions. For example, the word day, yom, appears exactly 365 times, matching the number of days in a year. The word month, shur, appears 12 times, matching the number of months. These patterns are beyond coincidence and point to an intelligence far greater than human composition. 3. The historical miracles of the Quran. Not only does the Quran reveal knowledge about science and linguistics, but it also contains historical facts that were completely unknown at the time. Take, for example, the story of Pharaoh. The Quran mentions in Surah Yunus 10:92, "Today we will preserve your body so that you may be a sign for those who come after you." At the time of revelation, no one knew what had happened to the Pharaoh of Moses. However, in the late 19th century, archaeologists discovered the mummified remains of Ramses II, one of the pharaohs believed to have ruled during Moses' time. His body, preserved for thousands of years, remains a sign for all who witness it today. Another fascinating discovery relates to the lost city of Iram mentioned in Surah Al-Fajr 89:7. Iram of the lofty pillars, the likes of which were never seen in the land. For centuries, historians and skeptics doubted the existence of this city. But in the 1990s, satellite imagery and excavations in the Arabian Peninsula revealed the remains of a grand civilization with massive pillars, just as the Quran described. Could all of this be a coincidence? Could these scientific insights, linguistic wonders, and historical accuracies have come from a man in the desert? Or is this book truly divine revelation? The Quran continues to challenge, inspire, and guide millions worldwide. And the more we explore it, the more we realize it is not just a book, it is a miracle. The question remains, will we ponder upon its words and embrace its guidance? Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Islamic knowledge.